Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 6th episode of the 2nd season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So this season's been pretty good start to it, to be honest. I know I didn't expect it to be the first episode of the 2nd season when we actually come into it, because I never really expected it to be the last episode of season 1 when Penny and Leonard went on to their date. Now, it seemed to go well, and then obviously it didn't after the college thing, and it seems like they've been on the ropes ever since. But I feel like it's, I don't know, a little bit of elevated Penny's character, to be honest. She's spending more time with different characters, so not all the time being with Leonard. She's actually gaining a relationship and friendship with Sheldon. She's spending a bit of time with Raj, you know. She even had a little conversation with Howard when he was on the game. Now, I like it, and I think that we should integrate it more into the friendship group with different people hanging out. It's usually always Sheldon and Leonard, and you know, last episode it was Sheldon and Penny when he was trying to you know, get a lift to work, and then obviously he jumped over to Howard when he was on his bike, and then he went over to Raj in his car, and then all the way back to Leonard, who said that he has to actually go and get his license because he can't be dependent and reliant on everybody else. Now that's interesting, and I do agree with it, to be honest. Like, you know, even though people was going out of their way to give him lifts to work and to locations, he was still demanding and adamant and critical of things at times. And, you know, that's Sheldon's character, it's fine, but what I was saying is the introduction of bringing people in, different characters. So, like, I would love to see Leonard spend more time with Raj, or Howard spend more time with Sheldon. We don't actually swap the groups around. It's usually Sheldon and Leonard, and Howard and Raj, and Penny just floats around in the middle. So it'd be really good if we actually do that, you know, more time together, collective friends. I would really enjoy seeing that. But that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump in to today's episode.
Once again, I'm sorry that the demonstration didn't quite work out, but now we know what happens when you accidentally spill peach Snapple into a helium neon laser. And now, to tell you about the theoretical physics department, is Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Sheldon, we both agreed to do this.
It's a waste of time. I might as well explain the laws of thermodynamics to a bunch of labradoodles.
If you don't do this, I won't take you to the comic book store.
Hello. Looking out at your fresh young faces, I remember when I too was deciding my academic future. Of course, I was 14. It's more likely that you will spend your scientific careers teaching 5th graders how to make papier-mâché volcanoes of baking soda lava. Anyone who told you that you would someday be able to make any significant contribution to physics played a cruel trick on you. A cruel trick indeed. Oh, if you'll excuse me, the latest issue of Batman is out. Come, Leonard.
Laser demonstration's looking pretty good now, huh?
Right, do you know what I want to know, right? With science, yeah, it's, how can I say it? You know, say driving, for example. He was terrible at it, Sheldon, when he was practicing last episode. But the more you do, the better you get. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same with most things in life, you know. At first you don't succeed, you try and try again. But I feel like something so complex as, like, being a scientist and working in, you know, as a physicist and stuff like these guys, like, I feel like you need to be naturally born and so smart at such a young age to achieve and hit those levels. Like, is it something that you could just be like, oh, I'm pretty clever at this in school, should I go and study it in college? Oh yeah, I got my degree, and progress forward like that, and you get better and better over time? Or is it, as Sheldon was saying, you know what I mean, he was doing it at 14, he was achieving more than these will probably ever do at such a young age. You know, that's what I always think as well, because people who are scientific are really, really, really clever. And the people that I feel like he's talking to there, who've decided, oh, I like science, they end up being the papier-mâché scientific teachers, you know, making volcanoes in science class.
I love this time of the year. The leaves are turning, there's a bracing chill in the air.
Plus, there's a whole new crop of female grad students about to put on just enough winter weight to make them needy and vulnerable.
So, dumbass, I heard you made a grad student throw up last night.
This can indeed be a finger down the throat of those unprepared to hear it. But why should I cater to second-rate minds?
Because first-rate minds call you dumbass?
I think you're just brilliant.
That is the prevailing opinion.
It's Department of Engineering, co-designer of the International Space Station's liquid waste disposal system.
Ew. I especially liked your paper on grand unification using string network condensates and was wondering how you determined that three-dimensional string nets provided a unified picture of fermions and gauge bosons.
An intelligent labradoodle.
Woof.
The fact is, I'm quite close to a breakthrough in showing how neutrinos emerge from a string net condensate.
Oh my god. Could we get a cup of coffee sometime?
I don't drink coffee.
Well, it doesn't have to be coffee. How about dinner?
I do eat dinner. On Mondays, I eat Thai food. Mee crab and chicken satay with extra peanut sauce from Siam Palace.
You got it. I already have your address.
Sorry.
Okay. Guess I'm taking the stairs.
Where you going?
4A?
Oh, are you here to see Leonard?
No, Dr. Cooper.
Tall, thin, looks a little like a giant praying mantis.
He's cute, isn't he?
Sheldon Cooper.
Hey, what are you doing?
I need to see this.
Living area's right over there.
Look at all them.
Sheldon, your girl date person. Ramona's here.
I'm sorry I didn't bring enough for your friends. I assumed we were going to be alone.
No, we were just going.
To watch, right?
Okay, you two. Just have a nice, whatever this is.
What's Sheldon's deal? You know, like, what's his deal? Is it girls, guys, sock puppets?
Mate, I wanted to say that, honestly.
Honestly, we've been operating under the assumption that he has no deal.
I believe one day Sheldon will eat an enormous amount of Thai food and split into 2 Sheldons.
Okay, well, thanks for the nightmares.
Hey, do you want to hang out with us?
My mom's making a brisket tonight.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Her loss, let's go.
Just, I love brisket. Do you know what, right? Oh, mate, I've always wondered ever since Sheldon. Well, to be honest, I know, is it called Jim Parsons? I know he's actually a gay man in real life. So I always wondered, is his character a gay or a straight man? Because we did see an episode where he went to actually get Penny a date and he was, well, I won't say flirting, but he chatted a guy up who looked him up and down and gave him his number. And I was like, you know, because the guys at the table was looking at him thinking, no, you're giving off the wrong signals. But I always thought from that episode, do you know what? Yeah, actually, are we gonna ever say, like, is he into guys or girls? Because as they were saying, though, he never gives any indication that he actually ever wants to be in a relationship anyway. So I don't know if it ever going to form a factor into the show. But I'd love to see it anyway. Like, I'm not really bothered, like, what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be good to see him actually go on a few dates himself. I always say it's good for everybody to go on a few dates because we never actually see them. We just get the insinuation that they've been on one.
Are you experimenting with nutritional suppositories again?
Not in these pants.
So, how'd it go with Ramona last night?
Smart, insightful, and she has a very unique way of, you know, revering me. Ramona pointed out that I've been wasting 20 minutes a day standing on cafeteria lines.
Time which would be better spent tackling the great physics problems of our day.
But you don't tackle the big issues, Ramona. You fence with them. En garde. Repose.
So, Sheldon, I see you're organizing your papers for the Smithsonian Museum of Dumbassery.
So you're going to stand up to her?
There won't be any room until they get rid of the permanent Leslie Winkle exhibit. Dr. Cooper is on the verge of a breakthrough. If you're going to stay, you'll have to be respectful and quiet. Oh, have you worked out the neutrino issue?
All the subatomic particles are there. I just have to put them in the right order.
I've seen her in something
Guys,
before.
This package came free.
Holy crap on a crap.
Hey, Penny.
Hi, you probably don't want to go in there.
Oh, boy. Halo night. Koothrapolis, you coming?
Oh, yes, it's Halo night. Let me just dry my tootsies.
Didn't a great man once say, science demands nothing less than the fervent and unconditional dedication of our entire lives? Who was that great man?
Me. Sorry, Leonard.
Seriously? You're not coming?
But you heard her. How can I argue with me?
A man with your intellectual gifts doesn't waste an evening playing video games.
Does a man with my intellectual gifts play paintball on weekends?
What do you think?
Battlestar Galactica comes on tonight. I guess I can wait for the DVD. And then never, ever watch it.
You know what I'm trying to figure out, right? Are they in a relationship or not? Or is she forcing herself, like, into the situation? Now, what I've kind of took from it is, though, is like she just wants to make a scientific breakthrough and she's actually really, I don't know, kind of like all for studying and working hard to achieve that, which, I mean, it's a great, isn't it, really, if you think about it? But, like, you know, you can't do work all day, every day, 24/7. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, okay, he's a scientist, but it's a job, isn't it? It actually is a job. And, like, what you got to do is you got to have time for a normal life and time for work life. And, yeah, you can make your scientific discoveries, but not at the expense of losing friends and family and stuff like that. So I understand where they're all going, and obviously he's realised that. But, you know, she's just kind of, like, dived in his life and never really let him go.
Please, I don't have a lot of time. Look, Ramona finally dozed off, and I need you to help me get rid of her. I don't know, but apparently I'm in some kind of relationship, and you seem to be an expert at ending them. I see man after man leaving this apartment, never to return.
Okay, first of all, it is not man after man.
She distracted me. I told you, Penny, I don't have time for your nonsense. I have important things to do.
You're in love with Dr. Cooper.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
I know it's hard, but he's a gift to the whole world, and we can't be selfish. Sisters?
Sure, sisters.
Is he Morse coding?
Morse code,
I knew he was Morse coding.
Why?
so we can communicate through the wall.
I don't know Morse code. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Don't. Oh, what's going on?
Shh. Ramona's sleeping on the couch. I'm invoking our body snatcher's clause.
The body snatcher's clause requires me to help you destroy someone we know who's been replaced with an alien pod.
Yes, she's in the living room. Go, I'll wait here.
You know you need your sleep in order for your cognitive processing to perform at optimum levels. Now come on.
There's people like that, isn't there?
I finally reconciled the black hole information paradox with my theory of string network condensates. More than that, you helped me work out the masses of all the fermions, and you pumice my hammer toe.
Would you consider naming it the Cooper-Nowitski theorem?
Oh, you want me to share credit?
Uh-huh.
No.
Get out.
It's all about Sheldon. It's never about
Dr.
sharing.
Cooper? I'm Kathy O'Brien. I just finished reading your paper reconciling the black hole information paradox with your theory of string network condensates, and it just took my breath away.
Maybe when I publish it, I'll include an inhaler.
Possibly have any time for me to pick your brain?
Thursday nights, I eat pizza from Giacomo's.
I'll bring it to your place. I have the address.
Sheldon, do you see what just happened here?
Yes, I'm getting a free pizza. More pad thai, please.
Sheldon, you've already had 4 servings.
You might want to slow down a bit, buddy.
That's it. No more Thai food.
Alright, so maybe that was her intention for the whole start. You know what I mean? Maybe she wanted the Cooper-Nowitski, is that a name? Theorem to be obviously released. You know, she was never actually truly intended to be in a relationship with Sheldon. She was just like using him because she's seen somebody so smart. And people do that all the time, don't they? I mean, the extreme lengths is people who actually latch onto rich people who are older and pretend that they love them and stuff like that so they can get in on the will. You know, you see that all of the time. You always think, mate, how's that young girl going out with that old guy? Or how's that, you know, like young dude going out with that old woman? And it's because obviously they see something that they've got, something that's a prize, an advantageous thing that they can't actually achieve themselves. And they go in and obviously like, yeah, we love you, you know, make it look like they've polished it up, basically. Do you know what I mean? They've played a part in it when really they haven't. They just want to reap in the rewards. Now, we know for a fact that he's never going to share it. We've seen it in the show plenty of times before when, you know, Sheldon has been invited to places with Leonard to achieve stuff, and he don't want to go there. He wants to take all the praise himself, you know. I've got to say, though, I would love it if Sheldon actually does win the Nobel Prize later on in the programme at some point. It's not real, is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're going to say, oh, factually, he's never done it. It's a TV programme, and he's always wanting to win it. Or one of them get nominated for it. It'd be really good to see. And that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, interestingly, yeah, today, Sheldon actually got, you know, somebody sucking up to him, kissing his ass, basically. And it looked like she wanted to be on a date with him. It looked like she was kind of obsessed with him, but really her true intentions actually come through at the end there, where she really wanted to get a name named on this theorem, obviously, once he achieved it, which he actually did, which is fair play to him. But sometimes, you know, you shouldn't really sacrifice your personal life or work life unless you want to try to achieve a goal. So, like, if you want to be a bodybuilder, for example, that is technically work, you know what I mean, to compete in the competitions, and you'll have to sacrifice going out for meals and doing this and that with your friends and eating this and you know, coffee dates and stuff like that. Like, sometimes you have to take those extreme measures if you want to achieve prizes like he wants to do with the Nobel Prize. Like I was just saying there, be interested to see him ever get nominated or actually achieve that feat of actually receiving it. Now, I know there's a young Sheldon show, and it would be good actually to see like him achieve and maybe get this Nobel Prize here in this program, and then obviously we go back, maybe watch the young Sheldon and see him advance as a little kid going through college at such a young age and see how smart he was compared to everybody else. You know, I like how he's person today, you know, she stood up to Leslie for him. That was good. She was quick-witted, and I actually really like that. I hope one day Sheldon learns to actually respond faster. He always gets kind of like defeated in the one-on-one battles with Leslie. I'm not saying that she bullies him. She just always like, you know, tries to well, she name calls him in a it's like a bantery way. You know, like it's not really derogatory. It's more like frenemies, so to speak. And she hit him with one, and that girl replied really quickly with her. And I hope that that's what Sheldon can get to one day. It'd be really good to see him actually do that, because even though he's smart, he's not really, he's like academic smart but not life smart, I feel like. And it'd be interesting to see him obviously progress through that. But that's today's episode. It was decent. I enjoyed it. A couple of laughs, couple of smiles. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.